For generations, we've been taught that the rise of humanity follows a straight, ascending line. The story begins with nomadic hunter-gatherers who, over thousands of years, slowly transitioned into settled farmers. This standard model places the first true cities roughly 5,000 years ago in the fertile valleys of Mesopotamia. Massive structures like this mud brick ziggurat represent the supposed ceiling of ancient achievement. But when we look at the geological record, we have to ask if this linear tale is complete. It may be that we are only looking at the latest chapter in a much older, cyclical story of rise and fall. To find the physical evidence of this earlier chapter, we look to southeastern Turkey, a region known as Taş Tepeler, or the Stone Hills. These slopes hide the remains of a massive cultural complex. At its center is Göbekli Tepe. It was built around 9600 BCE, right as the last ice age was drawing to a close. These enclosures are dominated by T-shaped pillars weighing up to 20 tons, decorated with intricate animal reliefs and abstract symbols. Mainstream models suggest they were built by simple hunter-gatherers, using only basic flint tools. Yet monumental architecture typically requires a division of labor and an agricultural surplus that, by all accounts, didn't exist yet. The sophistication found here suggests that the engineering skills and social organization were not invented on the spot, but were inherited from a prior tradition. We find a similar contradiction in the sands of Egypt. The Great Sphinx is traditionally attributed to Pharaoh Khafre, dating it to around 2500 BCE. However, the Sphinx's body and the walls of its enclosure exhibit deep, rounded weathering patterns. Geologists have noted that these fissures are characteristic of water erosion caused by heavy, prolonged rainfall rather than wind or sand. Northern Egypt has been an arid desert for thousands of years. For the Sphinx to show this level of water damage, it must have been carved when the Sahara was still a lush savanna. If it predates dynastic Egypt by millennia, it leaves us searching for the cities of the people who built it. To find those missing cities, we have to look at the Earth as it was 11,700 years ago. Massive ice sheets, miles thick, blanketed the northern hemisphere, locking up a significant portion of the planet's water. Because of these glaciers, global sea levels were exactly 400 feet lower than they are today. This map shows the result. Vast, fertile landmasses that were once high and dry are now completely submerged. Any advanced society in the deep past would have settled on these temperate, fertile coastlines. These are the regions where the missing evidence of human antiquity likely remains, hidden under the abyss. We are already finding traces of these lost landscapes. In the North Sea, fishing trawlers routinely pull up mammoth bones and prehistoric tools from Doggerland, a vast plain that was entirely swallowed by the sea 8,000 years ago. Off the coast of Japan, the Yonaguni monument sits 25 meters underwater. It features flat platforms and sharp 90-degree corners. If these are man-made, they had to be carved at least 10,000 years ago, when this site was still above the waves. Further south lies Sundaland, a drowned continent that once connected the islands of Indonesia to Asia. At its heart stands Gunung Padang, where geophysicists have used radar to map deep stone layers that they believe date back 25,000 years. These anomalies share a common thread. They all cluster along the 400-foot contour of the ancient Ice Age coastlines. When viewed together, they suggest that the real footprint of human antiquity is sitting just past the edge of our modern continental shelves. The evidence for why these sites were abandoned points to a cataclysm. Around 12,800 years ago, a fragmented comet is believed to have struck the North American ice sheets, triggering a sudden, extreme climate reversal. The impact instantly melted vast sections of the ice. This sent unimaginable torrents of water into the oceans, known as meltwater pulses. Global sea levels rose with terrifying speed. Rapid tsunamis permanently drowned the coastal metropolises, forcing survivors to flee into the harsher inland mountains. The world that existed before the melt was erased. Survivors were left to start over in a radically different landscape, carrying with them only the oral traditions of a lost golden age. Terrestrial anomalies like Göbekli Tepe and the Sphinx are the remains of a desperate restart. These were the efforts of a scattered people trying to re-establish their culture in the wake of a global disaster. This explains the universal flood myths shared by cultures that never met. These stories are the inherited memory of the rising tides that swallowed their ancestral homes. These stone monuments serve as physical echoes, built by a species trying to preserve the knowledge of a world claimed by the sea. This evidence challenges the assumption that human history is a guaranteed permanent climb. We have lived with the belief that our progress is shielded from the forces of the earth, but the geology shows how fragile that progress is. An entire era of human achievement can be washed away in a geological blink of an eye, leaving only stones and whispers. Brushing away the dust of the deep past is the only way to cure our collective amnesia. As we look at these ruins, we aren't just searching for our ancestors. We are on a journey to rediscover ourselves.